Hey folks, Dr. D here. So today we are going to be replacing the gasket on my valve cover here. If you noticed in the back, there's a good bit of leaking going on. It's about time. I doubt this has probably ever been changed. And so we'll see how it goes. So we'll start by just moving things out of the way, and then we'll undo all the bolts. From what I can tell, it should be relatively straightforward. The exception, I have to get this off some little studs, and there's a bolt way in the back, which I think is going to be a bit of a gymnastic feat to try to get to. So anyway, we'll get there. So as you can see, I moved the heater hoses out of the way. They just pop out here. There's a little holder here. And I just wanted to show you a detail of how to remove the throttle cable from the assembly here. Just take a screwdriver and you're just going to wedge it in here, and you're just going to pry this off. There's just a little ball inside there, and there's this little housing. It just pops right off, and then you can pop it back on. Here is the spring that I was talking about, and here are the two clips that I was saying how this gets in and out of the holder. There are these two little ears here. You pinch them in. My fingers aren't strong enough, but I just used some. Just move all this out of the way. Just push it over here for now. Keep it from getting in our way. Perfect. Okay. These are 11s, and we're just going to start undoing it. For later, pry them up, because a part of the new seal we got actually has this thing, but it does not come with these. So we need to maintain these guys because we're going to need to clean them up and reuse them. So I'm going to put this back together. Okay, so that actually took the seal out. Also, if you can see, there's a little gasket, and we're going to get a new set of these. And then we just put these over a new set, and we're good to go. And we'll keep on going. All right, so I'm working on the this hose clamp here. All right, and if you notice, it's just sort of just kind of like stuck on there. So we're just going to pop this off. There we go, just pops right off. So all of our bolts are removed, even the one in the back. That was a treat. So after a bit of wrestling, I was able to get the valve cover off. This right here is the gasket that we're going to be taking up. Just going to peel that off. Just going to begin the prying. There it goes. Kind of pops up pretty easy. I'll just the one in the front has just a hole. The one in the rear, this is the old one because it was all cracked. Looks like this. It has what looks like an additional element inside. So I got a Felpro. This looks like what most are recommending. I don't see a whole lot of other options. That's the part number there. Comes with a gasket, and if you remember when I was taking this off, these little rubber grommets. So when we open this, we'll take those out and we'll put them back. All right, folks, we're back. Dr. D here. So we're going to be installing our valve cover gasket. It's a Felpro. I'm sure that the oval one is in the front and the circular one is in the back. So we're just going to. We'll see how it goes. It'll be a bit of a jiggling around activity. So we are ready to put the grommets, these little washer things, and our bolts and studs on our valve cover here. Get this all squared away. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to put these little rubber grommets in there. Alright, so that one in the back is everybody's favorite. I'm trying to get back here. In taking off the studs and the bolts and looking at how they were positioned when I took them off and then doing some research on where they ought to be, there's a lot of disagreement and divergence over where the bolts are, where the studs are. What I could realize is it doesn't actually matter so long as where you need a stud, you have a stud. So an example, I need a stud here because I have to mount my spark plug wires here and here. I need one here because I have to mount the holder for the heating hoses, and I need one back there because I have to mount for some wiring harnesses. The rest of them, nothing needs a stud to attach to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these things in where I know I need them, and I'm just going to hand tighten them in, just very, very, very loosely, just to get them situated so I know what needs to live where. Perfect. So let's put this guy in the one where the wiring harness attaches. Just in the way, or out of the way rather. Our last miserable little thing here is this guy here. So I just push it together, slide this thing through. We're good. We got all of our bolts are seated, all of our studs are seated. Now we just go around and we tighten these to 7 foot-pounds, which is not a lot. Okay, so that is that. Now we need to start reassembling some bits here. Seems pretty happy. So we'll take these guys. Okay, so those are on. So then we need to put our nuts back on there. White lithium grease in there just to ease its way. Right here, so I'm just going to go facing out. Right, just push this on, boom, and then this guy is going to go here, and this guy is going to go here. There we go, we're back in place, we're good to go. And then our wiring harness is out of the way. We're not out of the way, but held up, propped up all. These are 10 millimeters. Okay, so it's sturdy. So then we will replace this spring here, which goes facing upwards around that. Perfect, that's gonna keep the tension. That is just going to pop right over. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a little bulb here on the throttle, and it's just going to pop right on there. Actually, no. All right, and that just pops right on there. So after we slide this through our ear hole, clip these little clips in, clip, pull this out, and then it just snaps right on. Perfect. All right. All right. Put this on. There we go. That's on there. This guy goes on here. Do the same. Just spray a little bit in there. Use my pinky to just move it up a little bit. Okay. So our elbows are hooked up. Throttle cable is reassembled, springs attached, Hoses are good. Hoses are clipped in. Looking good. Nice. Well, folks, I think we're good to go here. Thanks for watching, and leave any comments, any help or suggestions, recommendations. Always welcome. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.